After spending a good few hours in the mall, we had decided to head home. It was almost 5 p.m. and they headed to the beach at 7. I'll see you guys soon. As I entered the house, my mouth watered at the smell of steak. In the kitchen, my gran stood at the stove, a glass of wine in her hand. The kitchen was spotless and a new cooker had been fitted. Something smells great. I'll fix you a plate. Go get cleaned up. Do you mind if I go out for a little while tonight? My gran had never stopped me from doing anything, but I always did ask for her permission. I wanted to go to the beach, but I wasn't big on the idea of leaving my gran on her own in a new place. As long as you're in by 2 and you're not drinking, then by all means go have some fun. I wasn't legally old enough to drink yet, but that didn't stop me from having a few. I've never got to the point where I've been wasted. I've always been careful when it came to that. I knew she knew that I drank sometimes, but it was never something we discussed. I won't be late. Did you get everything you needed today? Watching as she plated my steak, I couldn't wait to dig in. I was a girl that liked to eat. I loved and breathed food. Bed isn't coming until tomorrow. I'm sorry, Leah, it was the quickest they could deliver. Now sit and eat. I could survive one more night on the couch. Contractors, what about them? I wanted to know so I could be out of the house when they were here. I didn't want to be in the way when people were trying to do their work. Day after tomorrow. Cutting into my steak, it melted in my mouth as soon as it touched my tongue. My gran was one hell of a cook. Everything is going as planned then. Hopefully shouldn't be long until we can call this house our home. Hopefully not, honey. I'm going to take this wine and a book to the front porch. I'll see you before you go. After freshening up, I stood in my room in a towel staring at my suitcase. I didn't have a clue on what to wear. What did you wear to a beach at night? Grabbing my phone, I texted Alana for some advice. What do you wear to a beach at night? X. Do I wear my bikini underneath? Hopefully not in that weather. But I didn't want to be the only girl there not wearing one. I was after all trying to fit in. Anything you want, but wear a bikini underneath. It can get wild sometimes, lol, but don't worry, we'll look after you. Winky face, come over as soon as you're ready, AX. Jeans were my lifesaver and basically the only thing I owned. I had decided on a leopard print bikini but wasn't planning on letting anyone see it. Pulling my hair into a high ponytail, I wrapped my scarf around my neck and pulled my jacket on. Now it was sneakers or boots? Staring at my white Nikes, I sunk my teeth into my bottom lip. If I wear them, they aren't coming home white. Glancing at my black ones, I shrugged. They'll do. Kissing my gran goodnight, I headed across to Alana's house. I could hear loud music and chatter, and suddenly I was getting nervous. I hadn't really thought about other people going tonight. I loved meeting new people, but that didn't mean I was good at it. Bringing my hand up, I was about to knock when the door opened. Jake stood there with a beer in hand and a glare on his face. What was with the glare? I hadn't done anything to him. He was the one that put hands on me. He was suddenly pushed out the way, Alana taking his place. You look good, girl. Come in, what do you want to drink? Looking around her house, I was in awe. Her house was beautiful. All open plan and full-length windows at the back. You could see the forest for miles. What are you drinking? Taking my coat, she tossed it onto the corner couch. Her eyes scanned over my body and suddenly I was starting to miss my coat. I had never been self-conscious about my body until I met these girls. Leah, your body is smoking. I like that this is lace, gives them a little sneak peek of your bikini underneath. Winking at me, she went to get me a drink. It felt like the whole room was now looking at me. Maybe wearing a lace bodysuit wasn't the best idea. It was tucked into my jeans, nothing inappropriate was showing. Then I heard it. A growl, or what sounded like a growl, tore throughout the room. Suddenly no one was staring at me anymore. Everyone went back to minding their own business. I don't know what it was, but I was thankful. Vodka and lemonade with a hint of lime, she grinned as I took it from her. Everything okay? She frowned. I swear I heard a growl. It was either that or I'm losing my mind. Taking a drink, I walked closer to the back windows. Your house is beautiful, Alana. Thank you. Jake designed it along with my dad. I love the windows. If this was my house, I would never leave. They worked hard at it. We're having a dinner tomorrow night at my parents'. You and your gran should come. I'll see if she's free. You should come. I'll be back in a minute. I wasn't moving from this spot until it was time to go. I couldn't get over how stunning the view was. I bet it looked amazing in the summer too. I was starting to feel weird again. It was like I was getting hot flushes but still shivering at the same time. I don't know if going to the beach was such a good idea. I think I was definitely coming down with the flu. Rubbing at my arms, it was then I noticed his reflection. He was staring again, stood in the corner with a glass of brown liquor. It took everything I had not to turn around. The pull was starting to become unbearable and I had no idea what was causing it. I think the best place for me right now was home. Finish up, we're heading out. Passing me my jacket, I slipped it on, but I didn't make a move to go anywhere. Leah, are you okay? Lacey placed her hand against my forehead. You feel hot like you're burning up. Come and sit down. Taking my hand, she sat me on the sofa. And then she froze. No freaking way, she smirked. I knew I was right. What is it? Nothing, Leah, stay there, I'll get you some water. You'll feel better soon, I promise. Setting the glass down at my feet, I got up. I felt slightly better, but I still felt a little hot. Walking into the kitchen, I heard hushed voices. I didn't want to be rude, but I couldn't help but try and listen. You know it's rude to listen to people's conversations. His voice sounded rugged, deep. I turned around, my gaze meeting his. It's also rude to stare, but you do it anyway. Watch your mouth, little one. As he took a step forward, I took one back. I still wasn't sure about him. I wanted to be near him, but at the same time I wanted to be as far away from him as possible. He screamed, dangerous. Leah, you still up for coming with us? Yes, I said at the same time he said no. Lacey smirked. I glared. And so it begins, she laughed, but it wasn't appreciated by Jake. If looks could kill, she would be dead and buried in the back garden. I was so confused right now. These people were weird, but I kind of liked them. Hearing the honk of a car, Lacey took a hold of my hand. Let's go have some fun before the big bad wolf explodes. I laughed, but I didn't have a clue what she was talking about. It wasn't until I was in the car ready to go that I heard it. It was something I have never heard before in my life. It was a howl followed by a dangerous growl. It was loud and fierce, and it had me quivering, my body shaking. Looking around the car, everyone had their heads bowed. Not a word was spoken. Fear. Pain. Joy? Hey, it's okay, Lacey whispered, taking my hand in hers. You feeling better yet? Surprisingly, I did feel better, but I wasn't in the mood anymore. The cars hadn't moved yet. Lacey. Who was that? He sounded angry. Oh no, she groaned before the door was pulled open. Get your little ass out of that car right now. He hissed. Jack, I didn't dash. Now Lacey, he roared, cutting her off. This guy wasn't playing around. If Lacey was smart, she'd listen to him. Beach is off tonight, guys, and you can thank Lacey for that one. As she got out, he grabbed a hold of her arm and pulled her inside. Everyone else started to disappear. I was left sitting alone in the back of someone's car. Guess it was time for me to go home. What got to me was the fact that no one noticed I still sat there. That stung a little.